The situation inside Zimbabwe's leadership circles appears to be entering another important chapter. And what is making this story interesting is that events seem to be moving very fast behind the scenes. What looked like a simple political disagreement is now becoming a bigger discussion about power, influence, loyalty, and the future direction of the country. As reports continue to emerge from different corners of the political landscape, many observers are paying close attention to the relationship between President Emmerson Mnangagwa and Vice President Constantino Chiwenga. These are two leaders who once appeared to be moving in the same direction, but today there are signs that different groups around them may not always agree on how Zimbabwe should move forward. Before we continue, if you are enjoying this update, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss any important Zimbabwe news and political stories. Your support helps the channel grow and allows us to continue bringing you detailed updates like this one. Now, what is making this story even more interesting is that some people expected certain powerful figures to become weaker politically over time. Instead, what appears to be happening is the complete opposite. Every attempt to reduce the influence of some key players seems to be creating even more attention around them. Rather than disappearing from the conversation, they are becoming even more central to discussions about Zimbabwe's future. Many people are now asking a very simple question. If there are disagreements happening inside the ruling establishment, who is really gaining influence and who is losing influence? That question has become more important because Zimbabwe is approaching a period where future leadership discussions cannot be avoided forever. Whether people support one side or another, everybody understands that the future matters. What is also interesting is how quickly political developments can change. One week, a person appears to be in a very strong position. The next week, there are reports suggesting challenges. Then suddenly, that same person appears stronger than before. This is why politics often feels like a game of strategy where every move is carefully watched. As the discussions continue, many Zimbabweans are looking beyond the personalities involved. They want to know what all these developments mean for ordinary citizens. They want to know whether the economy will improve, whether opportunities will increase, whether stability will continue, and whether the future will bring positive changes. For many families, these questions are more important than political rivalries. People want jobs. They want businesses to grow. They want prices to remain stable. They want better opportunities for young people. They want a future that gives hope. However, leadership discussions often affect these issues because investors, businesses, and international partners closely watch political developments. Whenever there is uncertainty, people naturally begin asking questions about what comes next. This is why every speech, every meeting, every appointment, and every public appearance by senior leaders is now receiving greater attention than before. One thing that cannot be ignored is the role that Vice President Chiwenga continues to play within Zimbabwe's political environment. Even years after the events that changed the country's leadership in 2017, he remains one of the most recognizable political figures in the nation. Supporters often point to his experience, his military background, and his long history within national structures. Critics may have different opinions, but very few people deny that he remains an important figure in Zimbabwean politics. As a result, whenever reports emerge suggesting political pressure against him or individuals believed to be close to him, public interest immediately increases. Meanwhile, President Mnangagwa continues to hold the highest office in the country and remains responsible for guiding government policies and national development programs. His supporters argue that continuity and stability are necessary for long-term progress. Because both leaders carry significant influence, any sign of disagreement naturally attracts attention. And this is where the story becomes even more interesting. Instead of reducing speculation, every new development appears to be creating even more questions. People continue trying to understand what is happening behind closed doors. They continue analyzing speeches. They continue examining public appearances. They continue looking for clues about the future. If you are still watching, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments where you are watching from and what you think about the future of Zimbabwe. One thing many observers have noticed is that loyalty has become a major topic. In politics, loyalty is often one of the most valuable assets. Leaders want trusted individuals around them. They want people who share their vision. They want people they can depend on during difficult moments. Because of this, appointments and leadership changes often attract attention. People immediately begin asking why a particular decision was made and what it means for the future. Sometimes the answers are simple, other times they are much more complicated. As discussions continue, another important factor is the younger generation. Many young Zimbabweans are paying attention to this development because they understand that today's decisions may shape tomorrow's opportunities. Young people want to know what kind of future is being built. They want to know what economic opportunities will exist. They want to know whether their dreams can be achieved at home. This is why political stories continue attracting so much interest. The reality is that leadership battles eventually come and go. Political alliances change, strategies change, circumstances change, but the hopes of ordinary citizens remain the same. People want progress, people want stability, people want opportunities, people want a better future for their families, and that is why every major political development matters. As this story continues to unfold, one thing is becoming clear. The conversation is no longer only about individuals. It is becoming a discussion about the direction Zimbabwe will take in the years ahead. The coming months could reveal a lot about where things are heading. Every public statement will matter. Every important gathering will matter. Every leadership decision will matter. For now, all eyes remain focused on what happens next because many people believe the biggest chapters of this story may still be ahead. If you are enjoying this detailed breakdown, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends so more people can join the discussion.